Donovan and Brother Ezra. The Battle Axes Most High just give you the edification for the nation, man. Just coming at you another Thursday evening, man. Like I said, just edification for the nation, man. Just please excuse any background noise, man. We still building the temple, man, each and every day. Continue to put the brick in, man, spiritually and physically, man. Title of this class is called Perfect Love. Perfect love, man. Because coming to this truth, man, we always heard love was a lot of different things. Love is an action word. Love is doing this. Love is doing that. But what the Most High God say love was, man? What's the perfect love that He truly wants us to believe in and want us to do, man, each and every day to our brothers and to our sisters in this truth, man? Like I said, man, we give our honor and glory for this class, man. With this, please pray it's edifying for you, man. First precept we're going to go to is Psalms chapter 19, verse 7. When you get there, you can read that out.
The book of Psalms, chapter 19 and verse 7.
Read.
The law of the Lord is perfect.
The who?
The law of the Lord is perfect.
Man, this is perfect, man. This is how we get the first steps of perfect love, man. The law of the Lord, man. The words of these Bibles, man, is perfect, man. Read on.
Converting the soul. The testimony of the Lord is sure.
Man, because guess what, man? Everything written in this Bible is sure, man. Guess what? All the prophecies are sure to come to pass, right? All the commandments, man, are sure to happen, man. Guess what? If you do these things, man, all these blessings come upon you, right? And if you don't, man, you get what you get, right? Read on.
Making wise the simple.
Man, because guess what, man? Love is, and it's not a hard thing, man. Love is not a hard thing to understand and to grasp, man. It's a simple thing, man. He said making wise is simple. Love, man, somebody can go on a whole hour and 30-minute spiel on what love is, and guess what? Can never get down to the root of these things, man. But guess what? We can show you what love is, right? And that's what we're gonna get into today, man. Go to the next precept, man. Let's go ahead and get the classic, man. Let's go to 1 John, man, chapter 5, verse 3. Man, because a lot of times, man, we've been told what love is, man, and the Most High, man, made it so simple, man. We just got to open the book up and read. When you get there, go ahead,
This is the book of 1 John, chapter 5 and verse 3.
Bring it up.
For this is the love of God.
Man, this is the love of God, man, and we know that, hey, we read in Psalm 19 and 7, man, hey, the law of the Lord is perfect, man, so anything He write, that's perfect, man. That's everything that we need to do, right? Read on.
That we keep His commandments.
That we what?
That we keep His commandments.
Hey, man, hey, love, perfect love is keeping of God's commandments, man. Read on.
And His commandments are not grievous.
Man, guess what? Perfect love is not hard to do, man. It's not hard to love your brother, man. It's not hard to love your sister. It's not hard to not hoe out no sisters or hoe out no brothers, man. It's not hard to do these things, man. But we make it a burden upon ourselves, man, when we lose the Most High God and lose what He calls us to do, man. Read on, man.
For whatsoever is born of God.
So guess what? When you came into this truth, man, you were born of God again, man. Matthew 18 and 3, converting back to a babe, man. Read on.
Overcometh the world.
What?
Overcometh the world.
Man, because guess what, man? You overcoming the world, man. You overcoming the love of this world, man. Now you're bringing in the love of the Most High God, man. Ultimately, hey, guess what? The love of the law, statutes, commandments, man. The love of your people, man. That's the love we need, man. We don't need the love of this world, man. What has the love of this world ever got us, man? Guess what? It ain't got us nothing but babies. Guess what? STDs, money, and anything that's unprofitable, man. Read on.
And this is the victory.
And this is the what?
And this is the victory.
Man, guess what, man? That's why we got captains, man. That's why we got officers. That's why we got soldiers, man. Guess what? They have a job to do, man. This is what we come and set out to do each and every day, man, to get the victory, man. Read on.
And this is the victory that overcometh the world.
Man, guess what? It said this is the victory that overcometh the world, man. Guess what? This perfect love of the Bible, man, is overcoming the world, man. Guess what? Each and every day we waking up brothers and sisters to this truth, showing them that true love and true passion and true faith that they've been missing out, man. I know me, I've been missing out on it for 19 years. Guess what? Brother over here missing out for 20 years, 30 years, 40 years. And whenever time you came into this truth, man, you never knew what perfect love was until now, man. Read on.
Even our faith.
Even what?
Even our faith.
Because guess what, man? That's another precept for faith without works, man. Because guess what? Love is the keeping of the commandments, but you got to have faith in that love too, man. You got to have faith that your brother going to love you just as much as you love him, man. You got to have faith that Christ going to come back and show the love that He had so dearly to you from the beginning. The faith that the Most High going to do all the things that He said and make good of it, man. Man, these are the love and things that we have to come, man. Verse 5, man.
Verse 5. Who is He that overcometh the world?
And He said, who is He that overcometh the world, right? Guess what? A lot of people, man, what makes y'all so special, man? What makes y'all think it this and that, man? What make y'all think y'all Israelites so big and bad, right? Read on.
But he that believeth,
But he that who?
but he that believeth,
Man, hey, everything in this Bible has a word and a meaning and a phrase that goes to many different precepts, man. They said, but he that believeth, man, we know Sirach chapter 32, verse 24, man. The believing is keeping the commandments, man. That's the works, right? Read on.
but he that believeth,
Uh-huh.
that Yahushua,
That who?
that Yahushua
What is he?
is the Son of God.
Is the who?
Is the Son of God.
Man, that's another Trinity killer for you Christians, man. It said the only person who's going to overcome this world and understand what perfect love is when you believe that Hamashiach Yahushua is the Son of God, man. Guess what? He's not the Most High God, man. Guess what? We was even called gods, but we got to understand our roles in these things, man. But it said, hey, you want to overcome this world? You want to understand what perfect love is? You want to keep the commandments to the best of your ability? You have to believe that Hamashiach Yahushua is the Son of God, man. Point blank, period, man. Matter of fact, let's go to 1 John chapter 4, verse 16, man. Let's go ahead and get the same thing, man. Same exact thing, man. Let me get that read there.
The book of 1 John, chapter 4 and verse 16.
Uh-huh.
And we have known and believed that the love of God,
Read that right. Yeah, you good.
and we have known and believed the love that God had to us.
Man, this is the thing. That's that faith, man. It said we have known and believed the love that guess what the Most High God had for us, man. Right? Read on.
God is love.
Who?
God is love.
Guess what? A Christian will close the book, man. God is love. I can go, hey, I love this pork that I'm eating. Guess what? I even love this sister I'm about to hoe out. Guess what, man? I love when I kill brothers. I love when I kill sisters. I love when I tear down my black community, right? I love when I talk about my Mexican American, man, knowing we the same exact people. I love hating them people, right? I love hating the wrong people, but loving the right people, man. I mean, I love hating the wrong people and loving the wrong people, man. Guess what? You hate the black man. You hate the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, but you love the white man. You love the Elamite. You love the Moabite, man. You love Ham. You love everything, the wrong thing that the Most High God didn't tell you to love, man. And that's not perfect love. That's worldly love, man. Read on.
And he that dwelleth in love dwelleth in God. And God in him.
Man, guess what? It's twofold, man. Guess what? You give to the Most High God, he give it back to you, man. He said, hey, you dwell in God, right? Now God dwelling in you. Because guess what? Contrary to popular belief, man, if you're not keeping the commandments, the Most High God is not with you, man. Guess what? Christ's word is not leading you, man. You are not led by nothing but your own vain thoughts and opinions, man. Read on.
Verse 17. Herein is our love made perfect.
Man, read that from the top.
Herein is our love made perfect.
Man, it said, herein is our love made perfect, man. We finna show you what perfect love is. Getting the title of this class, we finna show you what it is, man. Read it.
That we may have boldness.
That me may have what?
That we may have boldness.
Man, guess what, man? Because the perfect love that we finna get, we're gonna have boldness and we're gonna stand on this thing, man. Read on.
That we may have boldness in the day of judgment.
Man, guess what, man? Whenever we go to meet our maker, man, we're going to have great boldness in this thing, man. We're going to stand up to the Most High God, right? And guess what? We're going to say, hey, we loved you to the best of our ability, man. We did what you had to do, man. We kept your commandments, man. We believe that Hamashiach Yahushua was the Son of you, Heavenly Father. And read on, man.
Because as he is, so are we.
Pause right there, man. It says so hard. How he is, so are we. Guess what? If Christ was all in order and all subjection with the Most High God, that's how we need to be too. We want to be Christians, right? Followers of Christ, man. Quote unquote, how you people want to be, but y'all do nothing that Christ does, man. But it said, hey, as he is, so are we, right? Read on.
In this world.
In what world?
In this world.
Man, guess what, man? Christ did it in this world, so we got to do the same exact thing, man. Guess Most High God sent his son in the sinful flesh to show us that we can do it as a nation of people, man. Guess what? All we got to do is believe, man, and put forth the works, man. Read on.
There is no fear in love.
Read that again, man.
There is no fear in love.
Man, there's no fear in the love of the Most High God, man, and in his son, man. Guess what? We go in Sabbath in and Sabbath out, man, and stand boldly and contend for the faith, man. Because guess what? There ain't no fear in what we do, man. We understand Isaiah 45:17, man, world without end, man. You should not be ashamed nor confounded, man. We're not scared and we are bold to do what we have to do, man. Because guess what? Judgment day can be any day. We know we're coming as a thief in the night, man. So we're going to have great boldness, man, until that day, man, and forevermore if he give us that opportunity. Read on.
But perfect love.
But who?
But perfect love.
Not worldly love.
But perfect
Man,
love.
we know what perfect love is, man. Read on.
Casted out fear.
Man, guess what? You got the true fear. Guess what? You got the true love of the Most High God in you. And you doing all these things, man. Guess what? That true love gonna cast out fear, man. Any doubt that you got in your mind, guess what? Any way that you might feel about a certain brother, certain sister, guess what? The love of the Most High God gonna show you what to do, man. He gonna show you how to go Matthew 18 and 15, that brother, right? Guess what? He might show you, hey, sis, go help this sister, man. Guess what? He might show your daughter, man, hey, go Titus 2 and 3 her, right? He might show you, hey, man, with your little boy, man, go 1 Kings 2 and 1 that man, right? Because that's perfect love, man. You're not scared of these things, man. Read on.
Because fear had torment.
Read that again.
Because fear had torment.
Man, because guess what? Fear have torment, man. Because guess what, man? When you scared of everything, man, you like, hey, how to say, at a shaking of a leaf, man. Guess what? Now you running to and from, man. Now you scared of the things that's coming upon our people, right? You scared of getting persecuted for this faith, man. You scared of dying in these streets, man. Because guess what, man? Not be damn, man. We're going to stand boldly, man. Because perfect love going to cast out fear, man. We ain't going to fear no torment, man. Read on.
He that feareth is not made perfect in love.
Read that again.
He that
It
feareth.
said, he that fear. Guess what? If you don't have that true fear on you, guess what? I mean, the fear of the Most High God, not the fear of this world, right? You got perfect love, right? You said what?
He that feareth is not made perfect in love.
Man, guess what, man? If you have any fear or any doubt in your mind, man, that a Mashiach Yahushua is not coming back to redeem his people, guess what, man? Hey, you're not dwelling in perfect love, man. So guess what? You jump up to 16. It said, hey, he that dwelleth in love dwelleth in God and God in him. God ain't even dwelling in you, man. If you got that fear on you, man, that's the first thing that leave, man. He gonna leave you if you ain't got, hey, full trust in him, man. Read on.
Verse 19. We love him because he loved us. Because he first loved us.
Man, it said we loved him because, hey, he first loved us, man. Guess what, man? We didn't wake up one day and say, oh, I'm going to choose to love God today. Guess what? A Christian might wake up and say, man, let me go praise the Holy Spirit. Let me go jump up and down. Let me go fall on the floor. Let me go backflop, man. Let me go give my pastor $200, $300, man. That's my love today for God. But guess what? Tomorrow, I'm going to go be a nigga. I'm going to go be a thought. I'm going to go be this. Guess what? I'm going to go to work, but I ain't going to go to work for the Most High God, man. Guess what? He loved us first, man, and we got to show that back, right? Read on.
Verse 20. If a man say, I love God and hated his brother, he is a liar.
Man, guess what, man? You can't say I love the Most High God and I believe on his son, Mashiach Yahushua, but you got secret hate for your brother, man. Guess what? You hate your brother so much. Guess what? Brother might be in the truth with you. You don't want to share no precepts with him, man. You don't want to share no understanding with him, man. But guess what, man? Somebody shared that with you. Guess what? Christ gave you the understanding. Guess what? He didn't seal away the book to you. He gave you the light. It's up to you to do the same thing, man. Read on.
For he that loveth not his brother, whom he had seen.
Guess what you see? I see my brother right now. I can literally physically look at him. I can touch him, right? Read on.
How can he love God, whom he had not seen?
Man, that's a question, man. Guess what? How you going to have all this love and all this faith in somebody that you haven't even seen? But guess what? You got your brother sitting right here beside you. You got your sister sitting right beside you, man. Guess what? They trying to give you this perfect love of this Bible, man. How you not going to have faith in that brother that's not going to love you back, man, and love yourself, man? Come on, he wants you to start here first. Because guess what? You showing love here on earth, man. And guess what? Hey, that love right there is perfected. Because you keeping the law, statutes, commandments, right? Leviticus 19:17 with your brothers and sisters, man. Matthew 18 and 15 with your brothers, man. Dealing with them according to the scriptures, man. You doing all the things that he want, man. Because guess what, man? Quick precept real quick, man. Go to 3 John real quick. Go to 3 John, jump over real quick, and then just read verse 4. Because this is why, man. This is why he like us to do these things, man. This is why he wants us to start with your brothers and sisters, man. When you get there, read that.
The book of 3 John. Verse 4, I have no greater joy.
He said he has no greater joy, but to what?
Than to hear that my children walk in truth.
Man, I'm telling you, that's the best thing that he love to hear, man. Guess what? That's the best thing he love to see, man. When he see your brothers and sisters. Shalom, bro. Shalom, sis. How you doing, man? Hey, you need any help? Guess what, man? Hey, let me pick you up. Let me exhort you with these scriptures, man. Let me show you the perfect love that the Father gave me to give to you, man. That's the best thing. He love to see our brothers and sisters walking in truth, man. What is the truth, man? Hey, Psalms 119, 142 is the keeping of the commandments, man. All these things revert back to the commandments, man. If we want to show perfect love, we have to keep the commandments. It has never stopped like that, and it will always keep going, man. Let's go get the next precept, man. Let's go to Matthew. Yeah, let's go to Matthew. Let's go to Matthew chapter 10. And shalom, brothers and sisters tuning in, man. I know I can't see the comments, man, because the screen too far. But shalom, brothers and sisters tuning in. Hey, if you scoffing, guess what? You're not showing perfect love, man. You a liar to the Most High God, man. Go to chapter 10, verse 28.
The book of St. Matthew, chapter 10 and verse 28.
Bring it up.
And fear not them which killeth the body.
It said, fear not them which kill the body, right? We read in 1 John, it said you're not supposed to fear at all, right? Because, hey, perfect love casteth out fear, right? Read on.
But are not able to kill the soul.
And guess what, man? We can't kill any simple things that can just kill our weak flesh, man. We shouldn't be fearing these things, man, because the Most High God said, hey, if you have perfect love, it casteth out fear, and he dwelling in you. So why would you be scared of these things, man? Hey, guess what? Kill this flesh, right? In the book of 2 Maccabees, chapter 7, man, them brothers were boldly and proud to die for the Most High God, hoping to get recreated in the spirit, man. Read on.
But rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell.
Read that from the top, man.
But, okay. And fear,
yeah, go ahead. Go fear him.
And fear not them which killeth the body, but are not able to kill the soul.
Right.
But rather fear him.
But rather who?
But rather fear him.
And they say, guess what? Don't fear anybody that can kill your flesh. Guess what? A nigga can kill your flesh. A female can kill your flesh. Hey, guess what? An animal can kill your flesh, right? All these things can kill your flesh, man. He said, but rather fear him that what?
Which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell.
Man, guess what, man? That's the only person you need to fear who can kill your body and your spirit, man. That's the only person you should be fearing, man. And that's the Most High God, man. Because guess what? The angels move at the, hey, whatever he say, they do, man. Guess what? When the Most High God tell Christ to jump, man, he say how high, man. He don't even ask. He just jump. And guess what? The Most High God to stop his feet wherever you want him to stop jumping, man. I'm telling you, that's the only person we got to fear, man, when we come into this truth is the Most High God, man. Because that's what perfect love, man. That's the perfect love. That's the perfect thing that we need, man. Matter of fact, let's get a little bit more on that, man. Let's go to Romans, man, chapter 13, verse 8. No, matter of fact, no. Before we go there, let's go to Psalms real quick. Chapter 139 and verse 20. Let's get King David, man. Let's see how bold King David was, man. Because we know King David was in the flesh. We know he was a mighty king, right? Let's show him how his perfect love was made, man. Let's show him how much he loved the Most High God, man. Because we know King David was a man after the Lord's heart, right? Let's show him what he felt about the people of the flesh in the same kind as him, man. When you get there, read that.
The book of Psalms, chapter 139 and verse 20. For they speak against thee wickedly, and thy enemies take thy name in vain.
Read on.
Do not I hate them.
Who?
Do not I hate them. Oh Lord, that hate thee.
Man, guess what? King David, man, said these things. Oh, wait, I got to click that. Click that real quick. It's going to go if I'm quick. Alright, there you go. Yeah, I know you cut that off. So, like,
I'll read that from the top.
That was a fan. So, like, read that from the top.
The book of Psalms, chapter 139 and verse 20.
Read.
For they speak against thee wickedly, and thy enemies take thy name in vain.
Right.
Do not I hate them, O Lord, that hate thee.
Man, guess what, man? King David was standing boldly, man. Guess what? He said the enemies were speaking wickedly, man. Guess what? The people of the flesh, man, they was talking cash money-ish, man, about the Most High God, right? Man, he said, but do I not hate them? Guess what? Oh, Lord, that hate thee. Read on, man.
And am not I grieved with those that rise up against thee.
Man, guess what? That's his perfect love, man. He didn't say, Most High God, I'm scared of these people that's rising up against me, man. Guess what, man? His perfect love, he said, man, I hate these dudes, man, because guess what? They going contrary to you, man. Because guess what, man? We know we're going to get it after this. We're going to show you why he did that. You think hate is a bad thing, man. I'm going to show you the fear of the Lord is to hate things, man. If you want to stay perfect with the Most High God, you have to do everything that he told you to do in this Bible, man. Read on.
I hate them with with perfect hatred.
Read that again.
I hate them with perfect hatred.
He said, I hate them with perfect hatred, man. What's the title of this class? Perfect love, man. Perfect love is the keeping of commandments, man. Guess what? You might think David was out of order when he said, man, I hate them with a perfect hatred. But guess what? If he doing what the Most High God tell him to do, man, he said, I hate them with a perfect hatred, man. Read on.
I count them mine enemies.
Man, he said, I count them my enemies. But watch this. Read the next verse.
Search me, O God.
Man, why would King David tell the Most High God to search him, man? To check his spirit, to see if he was out of order with that. If the Most High God didn't know that he wasn't in order when he said these things, man. Read on.
And know my heart.
What else?
Try me.
Say it again.
Try me.
Man, guess what? We ask Christians, we ask brothers and sisters out there every day. Guess what? When we go out there, and it might sound like we scoffing, it might sound we talking to brother pretty harsh. Man, come try us, man. Come try our spirit and see if we really hate y'all. Or if we love y'all so much, we got to give y'all the perfect rebuke and the perfect love that you need and solely deserve, man. Read on.
Try me and know my thoughts.
Man, you can know every man. Hey, that was a redundant question because he gonna know everything either way it go. But guess what, man? When you standing boldly in your perfect love, guess what? You're gonna stand boldly in the day of judgment, man. And that's King David standing boldly in the day of judgment, man. He said, man, try me, man. Search my heart, man. Because he already know Most High God gonna do it anyway. He said, know my thoughts, man. Because he know that's what his perfect love was, man. Let's get Proverbs 8 and 13, man. Just the back door off of that. What's that? Oh, yeah. Go ahead and finish that out. My bad. Salakis. Oh, yeah. All praise. Read that out.
Verse 24. And see if there be any wicked way in me.
Man, I'm telling you, man. King, hey, all praise the Most High for that, man. He said, man, see if there's any wicked way in me. Because guess what? What he just said was perfect, man. So he asked the Most High God, hey, man, clarify me if I'm wrong. Which I know I'm not, because I'm following you wholeheartedly. I know this is the perfect love. And he said, but try me, right? Read on.
And lead me in the way of everlasting.
Man, guess what, man? Was King David ever corrected for this, man? Because he said, lead me in the way of everlasting. Guess what? King David never got corrected from doing this, man. He never was corrected from doing this, man. We finna show you why, though. Show you why that, hey, guess what? Hate is not a bad thing in the Bible, man. Guess what? You're not supposed to hate your brothers, the children of Israel. But guess what? If you gotta hate every false way, man. And you gotta hate everything that's going contrary to the Most High God, man. Go to Proverbs chapter 8, verse 13, man. You get there, go ahead.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 8 and verse 13. The fear of the Lord.
So this is the fear of the Lord. This is one of the ways that you need to learn how to fear the Lord, right? Read on.
Is to hate evil.
Is to what?
Is to hate evil.
Man,
so
it says it's to hate evil, man. Guess what? The Bible says if you want to fear the Most High God the right way, guess what? The fearing of him is the keeping of the commandments. All these things go one and the same. You have to hate evil, right? What else?
Pride.
You have to hate evil. You have to hate pride, right? What else?
And arrogancy.
What else?
In the evil way.
What else,
In the froward mouth do I hate.
Man, I'm telling you, man, these are all the things that we have to hate when we come into this truth, man. You want to hate people that's evil and wicked, man. You want to hate pride, man. You want to hate arrogancy. You want to hate the whole evil way, man. You want to hate everything that's bad about this world and get perfect with the Most High God, man. So if that's what it take, man, that's what it's going to take, man. When it's a part of your brothers and sisters, guess what? You hate the ways and the actions that they doing, but you don't hate them because you want to bring them into this fold. But the heathen, man, hate them with a perfect hatred, man. Count them your enemies. Guess what? Do what King David said, man. You can go to Psalms 137 and 7 and read that out loud to them, man. We hate them with a perfect hatred, man. But guess what we do with our brothers, man? Jump over to 27 and 5, man, of Proverbs. Man, because love is hate. We gonna show, this is how we gotta hate, right? But let's show you how we show the love in these things too, man. Because a lot of people think, y'all just yelling, y'all just letting, y'all don't really love us. How's that love? God ain't say that was love, man. We finna show you what God say, right? Read.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 27 and verse 5. Open rebuke is better than secret love.
Read that again, man.
Open rebuke is better than secret love.
Man, guess what? Getting corrected by your brothers and sisters in this truth, man, that's better than secret love, man. Guess what? It's better than secret love. Why? Because that's perfect love, man. That's the perfect love that brothers and sisters need. They need correction, man. Guess what? They need their spirit fixed, man. They might be out of order as hell, and they need that correction, man. That's perfect love. Because if you scared to show your love, man, that's fear, right? You scared of what the brother and sister might say to you, right? And guess what? The Most High God ain't with you. That's why you don't know what to say, man. Because guess perfect love gonna cast out fear, and you're gonna come out openly and be bold when you have to do these things, man. Read on.
Verse 6. Faithful are the wounds of a friend.
Because guess what? It might hurt. Guess what? Even when we was talking about in Camp 101, why we chose to be a battle axe. So guess what? It's going to hit you. It's going to hit me. Guess what? It's going to hit you again. It might hit me again, or it might hit somebody just listening, man. Because guess what, man? Faithful are the wounds, though. Because why? It's going to hurt for a little bit, but the truth hurts, man. Guess what? Perfect love hurts. It's going to be bitter at first because you ain't never had a perfect love before. You done had this worldly love, man. You done had what hood love, nigga love, man. Puppy love, man. You ain't never had real godly love, man. Read on.
But the kisses of an enemy are deceitful.
Man, guess what, man? The wiles of this world are deceitful as hell, man. Guess what? You got a sister that's coming up to you. Oh, you look good, brother. You look good like this, man. Whole time she's setting you up. She's setting you up like a mud, bro. Guess what? You got Esau, you got Elam telling you, hey, you the best thing on the planet, man. Come play for my basketball team. Come play for my football team, man. Why they kill your ass each and every day, man? Guess what, man? You playing football, man. Hey, that's what they said. Every playing football is like getting into a damn car wreck. You doing that. Guess what? Almost 100 plays in the game, man. 16, 17 games in the season. That's not if you make it to the playoffs, man. That's 24 games or something like that, right? We kind of take the math, man. Of you getting in a car wreck each and every day, man. But guess what? They give you $100,000 for it. So you can be a good nigga and keep doing it. They give you a couple million when they making triple the amount of you making. But guess what? That's the love they got for you. They love to put some insurance on you so that way if you die, guess what? If you fall out, they make some more money off of you, man. That's the love they got for you. But guess what? The love the Most High God got for you, He wants you to hear this rebuke. Guess what? He wants to cut you up so bad that to make you come into this truth and heal them wounds. Guess what? With the real love, man. Take that fake love out your heart and put the real love in it, man. Read that from the top again, man.
Verse 6 from the top. Faithful are the wounds of a friend.
Man, guess what, man? Since me coming into this truth, anything that I have to been corrected on, man, guess what? It hurt a little bit. Because guess what? That's that pride in you, right? But Proverbs 8:13 said to hate pride, man. To hate arrogancy, man. We ain't got time for niggas to talk back and hear back and forth, man. Guess what? If it's wrong, it's wrong. If it's right, it's right, man. End all, be all, right? Read on.
But the kisses of an enemy are deceitful.
Man, guess what, man? If you got a brother or sister, guess what? It don't matter if it's captains, officers, deacons, bishops. If they not telling you the right thing, they're just telling you that because they like you, they going off, man. They need to tell you what you're doing wrong, correct you. Guess what? If suspension got to come with it, guess what? That's a wound, but guess what? You take that lick, man. You take it on the chin, because guess what? They wouldn't do it if they didn't love you, man. If they didn't love you, guess what? If they didn't love the Most High God, they would have let you come back out there in full-fledged sin. And guess what? Now you're putting the whole camp at risk, man. Now you're putting the whole congregation at risk, man. Because guess what? We lose the men out there on the streets. Who's going to take care of the women? Who's going to take care of the children? This is perfect love, man. We got to understand these things, man. Finish that out. Oh, you finished that out? Okay, bet. Let's go to Romans chapter 13, verse 8 now, man. Like I said, man, shalom, brothers and sisters, man. I ain't going to be too long, man. I don't know how much battery I got. Man, it might die on me, man. If it do, if it don't, I'll praise to the Most High, man. We're going to try to get through this thing. Go ahead, Doc.
The book of Romans, chapter 13, and verse 8.
Read.
Owe no man anything, but to love one another.
Man, guess what, man? He said, owe no man anything, right? I don't owe you an explanation of this, right? I don't owe you an explanation of why I did this. Or guess what, how much I owe you this. He may say, owe no man nothing, but what?
For he that loveth...
Read from the top.
Oh, Shalaki. Verse 8 from the top. Owe no man anything.
Right.
But to love one another.
Man, that's the only thing I owe you, man. Because guess what? You earth and ashes like me, but guess what? I owe you that I need to love you, man. That's the love I need to give you. That's the only thing I owe you. I might owe you a 20. I may owe you a couple $100. Shit, I might owe you my life. But guess what? Hey, Man, I'm telling you, hey, Rick, go ahead. I ain't even want to jump the gun. Go ahead.
For he that loveth another hath fulfilled the law.
Oh man, Christians done got us, man. Close the book. They said, oh, if you love one another, hey, you fulfilled the whole law. Let's close the book. But guess what, man? What did it say in 1 John? If you got to love the Most High God, what you got to do? Keep his commandments, man. But guess what? It's finna show you. It's finna show you. You say, oh, if you love one another, you keep the whole law, right? You fulfilled the law. You did everything, right? Read.
Verse 9. For this,
right?
Thou shalt not commit adultery.
Man, come on, man. Guess what? If you love one another, you ain't committing adultery, right? If you see your brother and sister with somebody, or if you love your wife, if you love your husband, you're not going to go commit adultery. That's keeping the commandment. That's one commandment, right? On top of another commandment, which is loving one another, right? Read on.
Thou shalt not kill.
That's another commandment. That's 3, right? Read on.
Thou shalt not steal.
That's another commandment. That's 4. Read on.
Thou shalt not bear false witness.
That's 5 under one commandment, right? Read on.
Thou shalt not covet, and if there be any other commandment.
Guess what? That was 6 commandments under one commandment, right? Read on.
It is briefly comprehended in this saying.
Guess what, man? It said, hey, if any other commandment, right? If it's any other thing that needs to be understood and interpreted, right? That's not plain upon tables. What it say?
Shalak.
You good?
And if there be any other commandment, it is briefly comprehended in this saying. Namely,
right?
Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
Man, guess what? Loving your neighbor as thyself, because guess what? You wouldn't come out the house out of order, so you wouldn't want your neighbor coming out the house out of order. Right? You want to be keeping the law, statutes, commandments, just like you want your neighbor keeping the law, statutes, commandments. You're not going to have pork in your house, so you won't want your neighbor having pork in their house, man. You want to be whoring out the sisters in your household. You won't want your neighbor doing the same exact thing, man. Guess what? You loving a neighbor as you love yourself, man. You holding them to the same standards you are, right? And guess what? That's a chain reaction, man. Guess what? You got to be that catalyst, man. That's that light, man. We talking about scientifically, man. If you the catalyst, man, you the one that's starting chain reactions everywhere, man. You are the root to all the things, man. Because guess what? Us as being Israelites, we don't no more want to be the root of all the problems, man. We're going to be the root to the solution, man. And the root going to be keeping these laws, such commandments, man. Showing the perfect love, man. Casting out fear, man. Because watch, read this, man. Read 11, man. Verse 10. Salaki.
Verse 10. Love worketh no ill to his neighbor.
Man, come on, man. That's plain upon tables, man. Read on, man.
Therefore, love is the fulfilling of the law.
That's point blank, period. Guess what? A Christian can't run with that, man. Because guess what? We're going to jump up and get context, man. Guess what? He read 6 commandments under the one commandment, man. And then he doubled back again. He said, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. Where do you get that commandment, man? You go to Leviticus chapter 19, verse 17, man. And guess what? It's going to read down a whole nother list of commandments, man. You can't get around it, right? Read on.
Verse 11.
But this is the point. This is the point of why it's so crucial to love your neighbor as yourself, man. Read.
And that, knowing the time.
Matter of fact, pause right there, man. It said in that, knowing the time, man. We got to understand the time that we living in, man. We ain't got time to hate our brothers and sisters no more, man. We ain't got time to go to the club and go hoe out nobody no more, man. We ain't got time to go sell dope, smoke weed, go drink our lives away, man. No, why? Because why? I read on.
And that, knowing the time, that now it is high time.
Man, it is high time, man. Guess what? This is one of my brother's favorite precepts, man. It's one of my baby's favorite precepts, man. But we got to know it's high time, man. We got to keep loving our neighbors and we love ourselves, man. Because it said knowing the time, it is high time, right? To do what?
To awake out of sleep.
To what?
To awake out of sleep.
Man, we gotta wake up from this dead decay state, man. You don't gotta hate your brother, man. You ain't gotta hate the nigga that live across the street from you unless he Uncle Tom, right? Unless he Esau, unless he one of them other nations. Hey, feel free to, hey, let your dog go poop on this grass or something, right? Hey, I don't want to be vulgar and out of context, but guess what, man? If it's your actual neighbor, your brother, your kinsfolk, man, guess what, man? Try to teach them the law, statutes, commandments, man. Guess what? We ain't got time, man. Guess it is high time, man. We got to wake out of sleep, man. Christ coming back, man. The Most High God raising hell upon the earth, man. And the last thing we need to do as a people, man, is not let go of this secret hate that we got to one another, man. Read on, man.
For now is our salvation nearer than when we believed.
Man, it's closer than what you think, man. That's why we gotta have this perfect love, man. Because that way we can have great boldness in the day of judgment, because we don't know when it's coming. He keep telling us salvation is nearer than we believe, so why not keep this perfect love until that happens, man? That way we can have boldness, be like, hey, Most High God, I did my works, man. I did everything I needed, hey, you wanted me to do and required me to do, right? According to Deuteronomy 10 and 12, man. According to Romans chapter 8, verse 13, 13, verse 8, man. I did everything you commanded me to do, man. Guess what? Here's my works. I lay it out on the line for you, right? Let's be bold like King David, man. Search my heart, man. Try me. Man, see if there be any wicked thing in me, man. We want to have that boldness, man. But guess what? We're not going to get there. We're not going to ever get there if we don't have that perfect love with the Most High God, man. It will never happen, man. Let's get the next precept, man. Let's go to 1 Peter, man. Chapter 1, verse 22. Get a couple more precepts, man. You're going to get up out of here, man. You get there, go ahead,
The book of 1 Peter, chapter 1 and verse 22.
Read.
Seeing you have purified your souls in obeying the truth.
And what?
In obeying the truth.
Then that's another precept for baptism, man. Purifying your souls in obeying. Obeying is a commandment word, man. It's an action word. Obeying the truth, right? Through what?
Through the Spirit.
Through the who?
Through the Spirit.
Nah, through your flesh,
Through the Spirit.
Man, I'm telling you, through the Spirit is how you going to purify your soul, man. Through the truth, man. Read on.
Unto unfeigned love.
Unfeigned love, man. Unto unfeigned love, man. I'm going to have to hear you. So, like, read that from the top.
Verse 22. The book of 1 Peter chapter 1 and verse 22.
Bring it out.
Seeing ye have purified your souls in obeying the truth. Through the Spirit.
Through the what?
Through the Spirit.
Unto what, though?
Unto unfeigned love.
Unto unfeigned love, man. Of what?
Of the brethren.
Of the who?
Of the brethren.
Man, guess what? That's the only person he ever told you to have unfeigned love to, man. Is your brethren, man. Your kinsmen. Guess what? According to Ezekiel 11 and 14 and Leviticus 19:17, man. That's the only perfect love. That's the only love. Unfeigned, man. Unfeigned, man. Guess what? You giving your all, man. Guess what? You ain't got to question my love towards you, man. Guess what? My brother Robert Simon ain't got to question the amount of love to, hey, guess what? He needs some, I got him, man. And guess what? If I ain't got it, guess what? We going to find a way, man. And guess what? Another brother going to help us out, right? And another brother going to help us out, right? And guess what? We helping the ultimate brother, man. Christ, man. Guess what? Our Father, man. Guess what? He was here just with us, man. He said, man, hey, I'm your brother, man. I'm going to lay my life for you, so we doing the same for him, man. And I'll praise to the Most High. We got a building, man. A bigger building to spread this unfeigned love, this perfect love, man. In his name, man. Read on.
See that ye love one another.
With the what?
With a pure heart.
With the pure heart what?
Fervently.
Read that again.
See that ye love one another with a pure heart.
A pure heart, man. Read on.
Shall I?
Go ahead.
Fervently.
Man, fervently, man. Guess what? You want to fervently love one another, man. Love your brothers and sisters, man. That's the only type of love you want to give to them, man. Fervent, unfeigned love, man. That's the only perfect love the Most High God requires of you, man. Is to give back. Guess what? Your brother gave you 10, man. You give him back 100. He should turn around and give you 1,000% of your love. You should turn around and give him 10,000 part of your love, man. That's how unfeigned love work, man. It ain't no cap. It ain't no limit to what you can do for your brother, man. When you love him, you truly love him. And he keeping the commandments too. Man, it's no love, man. That's perfect love, man. Perfect love. You can't even measure the amount of love somebody got for you, man. Guess what? We can't even imagine how much love the Most High God got for us. Waking us up every day. Guess what? Putting the Spirit on us each and every day to keep the law, statutes, commandments. Man, sending His only Son to die for us. Guess what, man? Hey, is any one of y'all willing to sacrifice y'all only Son to die for some people that's not gonna listen to you for over 1,000 some years? Guess what? 2,000 some years? Guess what? Hundreds of thousands of years? Are you willing to do that? Man. But guess what? He did it, man, because he loved you, man. And that's perfect love, man. And we got to show the same back, man. Man, let's get this last precept, man. Let's go to Deuteronomy, man. Let's go to chapter 11. Start at verse 1.
book of Deuteronomy, chapter 11 and verse 1.
Read.
Therefore, thou shalt love the Lord thy God and keep his charge.
Now look, a lot of brothers and sisters try to say, well, 1 John, that's in the New Testament. Where you say the love in the Old Testament? We finna show you. Read.
In his statutes.
He said, keep his charge and his statutes. What else?
In his judgment.
Okay, what else?
In his commandments.
Man, don't that sound like 1 John 5 and 3 to me, man? Don't that seem like, hey, guess what? All the prophets of New read and taught about the prophets of old? Man, that's how you know you can't get one without the other, man. Maccabees did a 3-part class on you can't get the old without the new. You can't get the new without the old, man. It's always double fold, man. It's always, if you get it somewhere, it gotta be somewhere else, man. Read that from the top, man.
Verse 1 from the top. Therefore, thou shalt love the Lord thy God and keep his charge, in his statutes, in his judgments, in his commandments, always.
What?
Always.
Always, man. You shall always love the Most High God by what? Keeping his charge, his commandments, his statutes, and his judgments, man. Always, man. Great, man. I ain't even know they had that right there. Always, man. Not just sometimes, not when you feel like it, man. All the damn time, man. You should want to keep these commandments all the damn time, man. You shouldn't want to give up the Most High God, because guess what? He never gave up on you, man. And I'm trying to find this precept, man. Hold on, Salaki, man. Dang, hold on. I'm trying to see, man. I don't want to, let's see. Salaki, Israel, give me 1 second. Let's see. I probably ain't gonna get it. If I can't get it, I know where it's at. Let's see. Let's see. Nah, it's alright. It's alright. Let's get this last precept. One more precept, man. Let's go to Proverbs. Let's go to chapter 13. Chapter 13, verse 13. Let me get there, read that.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 13 and verse 13.
Read.
Whoso despiseth the word.
Guess what? If you despise this word and you choose not to give perfect love, right? And you want to give perfect hatred, right? You want to hate your brother in your heart. You don't want to keep the commandments, right? What's going to happen?
Shall be destroyed.
Shall what?
Shall be destroyed.
So guess what, man? Hey, don't hand join hand, man. The wicked shall not be unpunished, right? Guess what? You're going to get what you deserve, man. If you don't want to show perfect love and love your brother and love your sister, teach them the law, statute, commandments, man. Train up your child the way that he should go. Do all these things that's required and needed for God to show the perfect love that's within you, man. That's always been in you. You just got to unlock it, man. What you going to get?
But he that... Oh, Shalaki.
Go ahead.
But he that feared the commandment shall be rewarded.
Man, guess what, brothers and sisters, man? You keeping the commandments, you keeping the laws, man. You're going to get rewarded, right? With what? Eternal life, man. Guess what? For the congregation, what? A bigger building, continue to profess the name, man. Guess what? If you're a brother by yourself, man, more knowledge and understanding of the Bible, man. If you with your family, man, hey, guess what? An increase to your family, man. He might bless you with another child, a bigger house, man. More precepts for you to spread to your children, man. That's perfect love. But guess what? If you despise it, you're going to be destroyed. But if you're going to keep it, you're going to get a reward, man. And with that, man, we're going to say shalom, man. All praise the Most High, brothers and sisters tuning in today, man. Hey, all praise the brothers and sisters that just gave to the GoFundMe and the Cash App, man. That money is being greatly used to give perfect love across the four corners of this earth, man. All praise to the Most High, brothers and sisters that gave physical alms. Guess what? If you're giving your spiritual alms, pushing this truth and honesty and sincerity across the four corners, man. Unfeigned love to your brothers and sisters, man. Because guess what? That's not building only the battle axes, man. That's building the whole children of Israel up, man. Each and every day, man. So keep pushing this truth, man. Continue to do it in honesty and sincerity, man. In order, man. So that we can get home, man. At the Battle Axes, man, we always finish with a law, man. We're going to bring back out that Deuteronomy chapter 11, man. And all praise to the Most High, man. I had my brother come read for me today, man. Hey, all praises for that, man. When we get there, I can go ahead and read that.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 11 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
Therefore, thou shalt love the Lord thy God.
Thou shalt what?
Thou shalt love the Lord thy God.
It said, thou shalt love the Lord thy God, man. You're going to love him with perfect love, right? He's finna show you what's perfect love to him, right? Read.
and keep his charge.
Keep his charge. What else?
In his statutes.
And his statutes.
In his judgments.
And the way that you should treat one another, right? Read on.
In his commandments.
How often?
Always.
Man, I'm telling you, always, man. So we got to always keep the law, statutes, commandments. We got to always keep his judgments. We got to always keep his charge. And we got to always stay Israel to the end, man. And with that, man, we're going to say shalom, man. I got it.